I wanted to talk actually about a good side of suffering and no pain. Well, if we never suffer in our life, if we never have some sort of negative experience and everything is just positive and good and happy and joyous, and then, you know, how do we know that it's actually happy and joyous? You know, suffering and bad times make the good times seem that much better.
Yeah. No pain, no gain.
Exactly. And if we didn't have that constant cycle of ups and downs, if we were just on a straight line, everything would be the same and our lives would be boring, and people would never emotionally or spiritually grow. I mean, I'm a spiritualist.
I have to agree with you there. I mean, every single book and movie and story that's worth anything has to have something bad in the beginning happen, because the point of having the story is to have a character struggle against that, because that's what makes stories interesting.
Yeah, they grow as a character arc.
You read something like Brave New World, where they try to shield their entire society from anything bad ever happening. You know, and it's just some sort of nightmarish dystopia, at least in that book. But, you know, having said that, does that mean that we shouldn't be upset about particular extremely bad things that happen? Does that mean that we shouldn't work to minimize bad stuff from happening?
Oh, of course not. No, of course not. And what is interesting, though, and this excellent point, Mark, about, you know, there's the growth aspects of suffering. Christians apologists will attempt to refute the problem of evil by bringing up essentially the point that Mark has just made about the growth benefits of suffering, right? That, you know, without adversity in life, there is no growth, there is no change, there is no experience that helps you become a better individual. And God knows this, which is why, even though He's supposedly this loving, good God, who doesn't want anything bad to happen to you, He doesn't interfere when bad stuff happens to you, because you need that to learn the lesson.
Right.
Okay. And now that's all well and good, except for a few details. If the only people in life who ever ended up getting hurt because of dumb decisions they made were the people who made the dumb decision, and then they got hurt and they learned the lesson and they grew from that, and God's like, aha, there, you see? So you won't do that again, will you? And I'm like, no, thanks, God. Then I could accept that as a defense against the problem of evil, you know, as being something that supposedly refutes God's omniscience and omnibenevolence and all the rest of it. But the problem is, when you have situations like, you know, a child being raped. All right.
Yeah.
Now, what you have a hopeless innocent victim there, right? Now, what exactly is the lesson? Now, who all is involved? Okay, you have, you know, the little victim, who is now damaged forever. Okay, assuming that that she's not killed into the bargain.
Well, again, some people, you know, try to seek out try to make the best of a situation and do recover.
But what I'm saying is, how far is it reasonable to assume that these lessons have to go?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to like max out your credit card and get in debt or some dumb thing like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that hurts you, but you know what lesson is learned from like a child being raped?
Right, and then in the case of that earthquake again, you know, regardless of what that one particular woman learned from losing all of her family, those 60 people are dead. They're not learning anything.
They can't learn lessons,
I mean, so, you know, it's no good to somebody to be dead so they can teach someone else a lesson.
Yeah. So
especially if they go to hell.
Yeah. So again, the point you make, Mark, is really sound, but I think that, again, it's a stronger, argument for the value of suffering without the necessity of a God to explain suffering and what have you.
Well, suffering to an absolute extreme like that is nothing but bad. I mean, I'm talking about like little, like, you know, you break your arm.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure.
I mean, you know, those things are really evil.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we were just making the point about the problem of evil and its defense, you know, and the apologists who argue against it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's without any sort of adversity in your life, what do you learn? You know, I mean, if you just get to sit in a recliner forever and read comic books and play video games and you experience nothing, you really you just don't have a life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's no fun. So get out there. Taking a few risks is what life is all about.
I totally agree with that.
So we appreciate it, Mark. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, thanks a lot. Hey, keep questioning authority.
All right, man. Have a good New Year.
You too.
Bye-bye.